What is going on, ladies and gents? My name is Mac Motivates, and today we're going to be installing a dash cam from Lingdu. Lingdu was kind enough to provide this dash cam that I'm going to show you guys today, and yeah, it's a great dash cam from everything that I've seen. Great quality, and so let's see for ourselves. Let's go ahead and unbox this thing and then install it into this 2005 Honda Accord. I know, like, why not install it into this car or even this one here? But this is the daily, so we're going to definitely install it into this one, and yeah, a little backstory before we do the unboxing. I was a victim of a hit and run, basically by a drunk driver, and so I've been on the search for a dash cam for quite some time, and Lingdu was kind enough to reach out and say that they wanted to help out with my search, and I don't think I'm going to be too upset at it from everything I've seen. So, all right, now let's unbox. All right, we're going to review it right here on the back of the trunk. So we have our Lingdu brand dash cam here. They were kind enough to send out the front camera and a rear camera. The branding is pretty basic, you know, nothing too crazy. And it's on there pretty tight. All right, this looks like this is the unit here. Okay, very nice. Looks like just a small camera. I like this little gold trim that they have going on, but 5K, up to 5K. When you have the rear camera, apparently it will go 4K in the front and 2K in the back. So this is not a touchscreen, so you'll have buttons here, and there is a little speaker because it will have voice command, and this here is for GPS apparently. So all right, let's open this up. Oh wow, got a lot of stuff going on here. Here's your rear wiring for the rear dash, and here is the camera itself. The rear dash camera looks pretty cool. Got like a hex kind of like camo theme. Has a little cover on it there. Looks pretty nice. Lingdu on there, and I believe this double-sided tape, and it will stick and will adjust to however you need it, which is great. Got some extra 3M tape there. There is a hardwire kit, but I do not have that kit. I probably will be ordering that because this has 24-hour surveillance, and you have to have the hardwire kit for that. So we'll probably catch up and do something on that later. But for now, it plugs into your cigarette lighter, and will come on then. And this is our front-facing mount, which, oh, it looks like this already came off. My bad. We don't want to mess that up. Okay. And this here is actually the GPS. And then this here is the power wiring for the front camera. Just wire into that little cigarette lighter. Looks like this is some extra wiring and pry tools. We're going to tuck the wires today. We're going to be hiding those wires though, so we're not going to need any of these. And looks like there's an extra clip and an extra piece of 3M. The cool thing about this is that it actually has detachable. If you want to change vehicles, it can slide out, and then you can take this unit and take it to another car. You see that there? Close and open. And basically, guys, that's really it. You got your user manual, pretty basic stuff. And then this is pretty cool. It just helps adhere better to the glass. Basically, you put that on, and then you line that up, and you're good to go. So, and you got a couple of them. Like I said, if you have different cars and you want to move these units, obviously the rear camera unit is not going to be movable. That one's going to be in there. But if you want to buy another camera unit and slap that in your other car, and then you can take this one out and then switch them over. I mean, that'd be cool. Or you can just buy 2 units as well. So, all right, guys, let's get this thing installed. I'm going to show you guys. Now, this is going to be different for every make and model, but I'm using this, or I'm installing this on a 2005 Honda Accord. So don't mind the dirtiness of the car. It is the winter time here. So basically, you're going to want to find out how panels come off on your car. Now, like I said, my car is a 2005 Honda Accord. So now we know that it's going to be up here somewhere. So we're going to want to have to run wires through here and I'm gonna run wires through here. I'm gonna run them down to here, across. Never put wires around your clock spring. Never put wires around your clock spring. Okay, so we're gonna run the wires underneath here. That's where those little zip ties and straps are gonna come into play, because we're gonna bolt them there. Now, this particular thing on my car doesn't come down, so I'm gonna use it to my advantage. I'm gonna have the power cord come out of here and then plug right into my adapter that I have. So I'm not going to use theirs because I'm already using one, but it should still give power, which is great. So we're going to have that hidden. Now, next thing, we're also going to run a line through the top of here because we have to run it all the way back. So we're going to run a line all the way here, all the way across and to the top of my rear glass. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do today. Like I said, should be a pretty easy install. This wire, this power wire is more than enough, and the rear camera wire should be more than enough as well. So, and I really don't want to teach you guys how to install this on a 2005 Honda Accord, but first things first, make sure you know how all these panels come off. Now watch this. I've already taken this panel off. Oh, I thought it was gonna fall. But figure out how all your panels come out. See that? I have the room, so I can see where cords can go. You know, I can see what panels can come out, what can't, you know. And yeah, just figure out how you need to run it. I'm gonna run it behind here, underneath, to where it's not messing with anything. I'm gonna run it behind here, and it'll pop out right here. So, and that'll be good enough for me. So, all right, you guys, I'm gonna get to it. I want to show you guys how I ran the lines. So just like I told you, I ran it right out of the power outlet here, ran it behind, got it behind through these lines. You can see it's here. There's plenty of slack right now because we're just pre-fitting. Okay, ran it behind here, right here, ran it through. I should have put it up here, but it's okay, and it's nice and snug, just a cover. Then I ran it behind. Now you have to be careful on some cars like this one. This is side curtain airbag, so you don't want to deploy airbags. So I pulled this down a little bit. You can see the wire there. Ran it behind. I use the pry tool that they supply, which is right here, and I pulled this out like that and tucked the wire behind there. Pulled down the headliner and then ran it to about right here. Like I said, we still have slack. We're basically in the pre-fitting phase right now. So what I'll eventually do is pull the wire slowly and pull that slack out. So we'll have a whole bunch of wire here at the bottom. So when we get the wire at the bottom, we're gonna tuck it right here where there's a lot of room. And this is where these zip tie things will be placed right there, and it will hold the wires and we'll be good to go. So I know this isn't an installation video, but this is basically how most people would wire this if they weren't hard wiring. So just wanted to show you that it has enough line and it can be done. Basically, now that we have all the wires ready, so now we're gonna go ahead and figure out a good placement. So obviously you want to have it to where it says open and close towards you, and I'm going to figure out a good placement. I don't know if I want it up high, if I want it in my, you know, my peripherals, if I want it down low. You know, I'm gonna do some searching. I would really like to just clip it up to here, but we'll find out. I don't want it to be in my way, so I'm gonna mess around with it real quick and I'll let you guys know what I do. So one thing I'm gonna start doing right now is just I plugged it up just to make sure we're good. As you can see, we do have a view, right? So now I'm just gonna mock it up and figure out where I wanna see this. So I think I found a good place. Actually, it's very simple. Yeah, I'm gonna place it right there, right? It's gonna look like it's one whole piece. So we're gonna clean this off, and I'm gonna use the electric static thing that it came with here. Came with this. So I'm gonna peel that off and place it there. And then, yeah, and I shouldn't even be able to see that. So I'll place that there. Yeah, it'll all be out of my way. So that's gonna be great. All right, so I took that tape, placed it up here. You can't even see it now. So I actually cut with the box cutter. I cut it out because it's a big piece. And then I'm gonna lay it, you can't really see it, but I'm gonna lay it center and it should stick on there pretty good. So that's supposed to be there to help it stick better. So basically, you'll take this, which has that tape on it, and I'll place it right in the middle or whatever, and then we should be good to go. And then I'll cut around it so you really can't see it, but you really can't see it as it is. And make sure you get any air bubbles out so they're not visible on the other side. So, all right, not so bad, not so bad. All right, so I'm running out of daylight, guys, so I don't know if I'll get the rear camera done in time, but I have it mounted. It's on the plate. And the cool thing about this is if you only want to buy one and switch between cars, you can actually slide it, take it with you. Look at that. And then let's say I got into my other car, I had this already installed, boom, and I got my camera. And so basically now I got to run this wire to the top of it and get power. Unfortunately, on the other side of the window, it's below this line, as you can see, so you will see it in my case, but it's fine. Let's see an outside view. Let me see. So unfortunately, you can see there, it's there are bubbles, but I'm gonna take that off, cut around it, and hopefully the bubbles like work their way out. I'm not sure, but you can clearly see that there's a camera there. So that's awesome though. All right, so I have it plugged in and I have the line ran up to here. There's really no way of hiding this, so that is fine. Let's see if we have power. Make sure there's no grounds, no shorts, nothing like that. It should power on. There we go, we have power. And make sure everything's good. All right. Yep, and there we go. We have a great view of the front, and you can move that around if you need it. Granted, there is a cover here, and there's a cover on the lens right now, but that is absolutely amazing. It's working. So at least we have the front camera installed. So we'll go through the functions here in a little bit, but let me finish with the install. I'm gonna set up the rear camera if I can before it gets too dark. So really quick, I wanted to mention that when setting up the rear camera, you have to set this up while this is off. So I actually have it unplugged now. It actually even says, do not plug the rear camera on while it is on. It's not gonna read it. There's a little AV right there, boom. And then we're gonna run the wires straight through here and straight back, and it'll come out at the top just like this. But in the meantime, right now, this should be fairly easy. We're gonna tuck the wires, run it straight back, and then apply that strip thing again and cut around it. As you can see, I actually cut around it, so you can't even tell now. So this is your point of view, and it's right underneath. So it looks very good. Ran the wire up, through, around. Instead of running it down though, we're just simply gonna take down the trim here. We're gonna run it through the trim. We're gonna run it right through there and right off the top. Okay, everybody, I've officially ran out of daylight. Everything is fogging up right now, but have the lines ran up here. The line is coming out here. Obviously there's tons of line, extra line right there, and there's tons of line here. This is now mounted, and basically I'm gonna plug this in and then basically kind of just tuck all the rest of the wires right here, and yeah, we should be good. There's plenty of slack in the line. So so we'll follow up tomorrow, and we'll go ahead and I'll probably get some footage tonight of the cameras, and then we'll go over it tomorrow. So appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. It's just space in between the body of the car and the top of the liner. All right, ladies and gents. All right, we are back the next day. So I got some night footage for you guys. So we'll play that a little bit later. But I wanted to turn my camera around and give you a quick run of like how it looks and all that fun stuff. So let's flip the camera. You can see we're in my driveway. And here we are. We have the Lingdu system. It is off. All the wires are routed. This is the only thing you do see. I have everything routed all the way to the back, like I've shown you before. You can actually see in my rear view. You can see that camera right there. All right, so let's go ahead and turn the system on. Really quick, I wanted to say it is not touchscreen. There's 3 buttons here: up, menu, and down. There's an SD card there, and then there are other buttons here. This one, let me see it. Yeah, this one is to record. This one is like different modes. And then this one right here, if it'll focus, there it is. That is an emergency one. So if something happens and the sensor, you know, doesn't go off, or it's like somebody's like fighting or something in front of you, well, then you could hit that emergency one. And then that bottom one there, if it'll focus, that bottom one there, I think is like, I can't remember. Let's find out. So, all right, hang on. So when you start the car, it pops up Lingdu. It does have a speaker, so that does happen. All right, hang on. There we are. So since I have the back camera, you can see it has the reverse and it has in front of. So what you can do is click this middle, and that will stop recording and take you to the menu. And then you can click, this is your like OK button. So if you wanted to click OK, and then you can go up, and then you can actually go to like 5K if you had one camera. But being that I have 2 cameras, it's only 4K in the front, 2K in the back, which is absolutely amazing still. So once you click the menu button, you can go down and check everything. It's pretty much straight to the point. You just set it up how you want. And then if you hit the up or down arrow, it will change the cameras for you. So that's my rear view. There's my front, and there's just the front. There's just the rear, and then there's both. I actually like the one right there. So also you can hit this button here. Like I said, it's kind of like a mode, and it will stop the recording, and then you can kind of play back that stuff. When you get out of there, you can go and click that emergency one. As you see right there, it actually started recording. That's your, yep, see, and I have voice activation on, so it will actually hear my voice, which is crazy. Oop, I just pushed it too hard. Oh, this bottom button here, it turns the screen off. That's what it does. So when you click that button, if you don't want, there, it just turns the screen off. That's all. So let's go to the voice commands really quick, because I forgot it does have voice commands. So voice control, and it actually, when you click OK on the voice command, it will tell you all the code. So those are all your voice commands, and you see it there. So let's see, take picture. Look at that, it's really quick. Stop recording.
Recording stopped.
Turn on Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi is on.
Turn off Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi is off.
So good. Shout out to Lingdu for the product, and thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity to get your product out there. I hope you guys like it, and there should be a link in the description down below, and you guys could grab this. They do have other kinds. They have one that was kind of cool. They have a slimmer version that doesn't have a screen. There is an app also. I'll show you that right now really quick. And but yeah, once the app's downloaded, you can kind of do everything there as well. But they do have different products. There's one that's a mirror that has a camera on the back that looks super duper cool. I like that idea because my mirror is a little crusty and dusty. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe if you would put this in your car as well. And yeah, thanks again, Lingdu, and I hope you guys have a good one. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.